everybody is not following in one single file line. Everybody does not have to be this cookie cutter situation where, okay, everybody, let's have a meeting. We're all going to pay half of the bills and that's it. No, you have to do what your pockets allow.
So sit back and relax.
That's scary.
Melanie
That's
P.
scary.
Talk
That's
to him.
scary with Melanie P. That's scary with Melanie P. Come on.
Welcome to another episode of the That's Scary with Melanie P podcast. I'm your girl, Melanie P, and I am here with a fun little video. So listen, before I get started, make sure that you have hit that subscribe button for me. Y'all, I was about to kind of slouch down in the chair, but that wasn't looking good. All right, so y'all, this is going to be a little fun episode of me responding to some of your comments, right? So the one thing I've learned about, this whole little YouTube podcaster game is that people really be in them comments and they really be giving you an opinion. They don't care about your feelings. They be in the comment section. They be really live in the comment section. So again, make sure you have hit that subscribe button, y'all. I done had some glasses of wine. I'm feeling myself. I'm joking. I'm not really feeling myself. But it's Sunday night. And Sunday night sucks. It sucks. It sucks because it's a couple of hours until you back to reality, child. And whatever I can do to make that shit be spaced out is what I want to do. I got some great episodes coming up for you this week. I have a Black commercial real estate podcast coming up this Thursday. If you don't know, every Thursday I have a new podcast episode, and then in between I do additional videos because I just love you guys and I love the vibes. Then I have a little Anton Daniels video that's coming up that I'm very excited about dropping. But today we're doing our comments of the week, and because this is our first weekly viewer comments of the week episode, I'm going to go all the way back. But y'all, let's get started. So I'm going to just go through the comments, right? So the first comment, this is from @substance73, right? And this is in response to, is this why Black women are single episode? So if you don't know, and I know you do, my podcast episode last week was, is this why Black women are single? And I had two single Black men on the podcast giving me their viewpoints on dating as a Black man in America. And it was very, very enlightening. And a lot of you guys dropped down in the comments your thoughts. So Substance73 said, okay, this man is delusional. I see why he's still looking. He said a woman isn't his equal, so if she's making more than him, it's a power struggle. So he needs to take that position. Then 20 minutes later says it should be 50-50 partnership concerning bills because he can't take care of a woman like a child. Laughing emoji. Ladies, run. Sorry, girl. I don't know how this showed up on my feed, but I could not put my brain cells through the rest of this video right now. LOL. But I subscribe for more entertaining conversation. Well, first of all, Substance73, welcome to the That Scary family, girl. We are here and we're here to stay. Okay. So thank you for hitting that subscription button, and thank you for this comment. So this man is delusional. So one thing about this, my friend Charles, people seem to have a lot to say about some of his comments. And listen, I'm not saying that I agree with everything that he said. And I'm not saying I disagree with your statement here, girl. I'm gonna leave it at that. Listen, thank you for this comment. Here's the thing, this whole 50-50 conversation, the one thing that I did not really agree with, and that I agree with you on in this comment, is about this whole partnership thing. Like, a woman shouldn't be a man's partner. Like, this is not a partnership. A man is up here, the woman's right, below. But here's the thing. You can't say, and I agree, in one breath that that a woman is not your equal because you are the top tier, you're the provider, you're this, you're that. But then if you are this and you're that, everything that comes with being a leader, you should be, equipped for. So I totally get what you're saying here, Substance 73. It was some interesting conversation in that episode. I will say that a woman, in my opinion, is a partner. Just be careful in the partner that you choose. I mean, we get so hung up on these titles. She's not a partner. She should be submissive. She should pay this bill. She shouldn't pay this bill. It's just so much, y'all. It is so much. And I feel like at the end of the day, do what works for your household. Period. Hard stop. At Shea Butter Beauty 9929 said, these men have really took on the KS ideology. And I'm sure that stands for Kevin Samuels. So at Shea Butter 9929, thank you for this comment. And make sure you have hit that subscribe button, beautiful. But these men have really taken on the Kevin Samuels ideology. Listen, Kevin Samuels, rest in peace, rest his soul. I feel like Kevin Samuels empowered a lot of men that should not have been empowered. And here's the thing, before I say this, I love everybody. Everybody is entitled to their opinion. But I met this weekend a real life grown man, Kevin Samuels stan. And I've never met a man that was a real life adult man that loved Kevin Samuels and followed his little, I don't know, his advertisement, followed his ideologies. And it was very enlightening to see. Here's the thing. Kevin Samuels empowered a bunch of men who were insecure and just needed somebody to follow. And now all of a sudden, these are these men who are high value men. Now, it's not to say that, all men are like not high value. They're high value men. They're high value women. I just hate this whole, again, title thing. High value, low value, upper echelon. Like, what is that? Here's the thing. If you're a high value man, you ain't even got to lead with that. You ain't got to say that. You ain't got to tell us nothing about that. Like, to me, any man that comes to me saying that he is a high value man, that is a red flag. He sounds like a simp, as Anton Daniels and folks love to say. And come on, dog. If you are over the age of 30, I don't want to hear no shit about you being a high value anything. It sounds ridiculous. And period, point blank, hard stop. Love yourself. Fuck these titles. You are not a man out here living a soft life. You are a man. You are a provider. You are a leader. I don't want to hear shit about nobody being high value. It's ridiculous. Thank you for that comment. Now, I love this comment from at Kyra Bar 2846. She said, let's find solutions to help relationships. The talking points as well as the topics are ad nauseum at this point. If people truly want to see healthy marriages and relationships, there must be actions. Find solutions offline and actually go get to know the person. Now, again, I keep referring back to the live that I did maybe last month talking about podcasters, including myself, having these conversations ad nauseum. And I totally understand what you're saying here, Kyra Bar 2846. I really feel like some of these conversations have been beaten like a dead horse. And if you know me, you know I will mess up a a line like that. So I probably said it wrong. But at the end of the day, I think here's what makes me feel so scared. These conversations that have become so popular with the podcast world and with the Anton Daniels, they have been more detrimental than healthy and helpful to me, to the culture. Because here's the thing, and this is what this person is saying. We need to be more focused on solutions. We need to be more focused on, okay, men feel this way, maybe. When women feel this way, maybe. How can we meet in the middle, have healthy conversations, bridge the gap. If this person wants this certain person, these people should be together. If this man wants this certain person, these people should be together. But I feel like one thing that I'm constantly seeing, and listen, I'm sure I am a little bit a part of this as far as the content. These conversations need to stop being divisive, and these conversations need to be more so bridging the gap. Having conversations not to further divide the couples and the culture, but having conversations to come to an understanding. You don't have to agree with everything somebody says, but you don't have to knock somebody down in the process of the understanding. I'm not going to agree with everything somebody says, and they're not going to agree with everything that I say, but I do not have to knock somebody down in that process. Everybody is not for everybody. So you find those like-minded people that are searching for what you're searching for. So prime example, there is a podcaster and her name is, I'm going to insert it right here because, I'm horrible with names. And she recently did a podcast or a short or a clip where she was talking about how she was dating a man. And in dating that man, he was a good man. He was amazing. He was nice. He was, everything that, a good man would be in her eyes. But she just did not feel like he was somebody that she wanted to marry. She did a short explaining that, here is an example of me being mature enough to identify, okay, things are great, but I don't feel a connection towards you. And so I'm going to just take my losses and go ahead and end things. She ended things in a healthy way as a woman, 30 years old. I think she's 30 years old plus. She identified that she wanted to further explore her options. And instead of stringing this man along, she decided to, cut their losses. They're still friends. He's a great guy. She got online and she explained how this is an example of a healthy breakup. And here comes Anton Daniels doing a whole video about this girl who is probably 10 years younger than him, saying how this is toxic and she, oh, this is why you're going to be single and blah, 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 blah. Why you got to do that? This woman did a whole shorts on positive shit, talking about God in the beginning, talking about this man that she dated that she did not want as a long-term partner at the time. So she just wanted to push out the narrative that you can end things amicably and move forward and it be a healthy breakup. How do you take something as healthy, clear communication as that and turn it into a toxic video? And that's what I mean. I feel like a lot of times if you're married, sir. This is a single girl, 10 years you're younger. You don't literally have to have an opinion about what she did and call this black man a simp because he sent her flowers. You see what I'm saying? A lot of times this conversation is more divisive than it is healthy and beneficial. Moving on. Now this was kind of funny, no shade. This guy at Moet Nesbitt said, I would retire that Sean John t-shirt. That guy is bad news. That was funny. Here's a comment from daft underscore sage. He said, when you are looking for a romantic prospect and you lead with your resume, you are demonstrating a lack of social awareness. You have to know what your audience is looking for and present that to them. So again, at daft underscore sage, thank you for that comment, boo. And I agree with you. And I think in that episode last week about is this why black women are single? When the conversation came up about women and their resumes, I feel like we got a little bit off because I don't think that black women were leading with their resumes. I think that it was coming up in conversation. Now, I could be wrong because I'm not in the dating scene, so I don't know. But I feel like in a normal conversation, it is normal to be like, well, what do you do? What's your background? Blah, 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 blah. So if a woman has a list of what she does and what she's done, I don't think that she should lead with that. I definitely agree. There's no reason to lead with that, but there's also no reason to hide that. But I think the key for me is, and I agree with you, do not lead. This is not a interview where you're sitting down. I mean, it's an interview, honestly. It is an interview. But I feel like I just think I agree that I think as a woman, you don't want to lead with a man with your LinkedIn resume. Period, point blank. I agree with that. Okay, so here was another comment. Now this person left a lot of comments under this video from last week. He said, if a man doesn't have the means to pay all the bills, you have a choice to either be with him or not. If you choose to be with him, pay half or keep it moving. A woman who's not willing to contribute isn't worth the havoc. If the man can pay all the bills and that option is available, then that's an option that can be exercised. But it can be the exception. Or I'm sorry, it can be the expectation. Because jobs are few and so are resources, the cost of living is high. Everyone don't have the same means. 100% agree with you at Dreadboy1990. Here's the thing. I literally just said this. If the shit worked for you, work. I mean, like, here's the thing. Everybody is not following in one single file line. Something that works for me and my household might not work for you and your household, right? So everybody does not have to be this cookie cutter situation where, okay, everybody, let's have a meeting. We're all going to pay half of the bills and that's it. No, like this person said at Dreadboy1990, you have to do what your pockets allow. There are a lot of men out here who are extremely successful and well off financially. And to them, this whole conversation of 50-50 is non-existent. They got the money. They'll pay all the bills. It's not a conversation. Okay. Those women who feel very passionate about them not going 50-50, those are the men for you. Then you have other men who are not in a space financially or even mentally where they want to be, paying 100% of the bills and a woman's not contributing. Okay. Nothing wrong with that. Find the women who are okay with paying half the bills. It is not rocket science. It is not an argument. It is not a debate. If you are dating, and I literally said on my dating podcast earlier in the year, you are literally interviewing. If you're dating someone and you have a conversation with them and you identify that they have certain expectations that you cannot meet, then that is not a match. Nice meeting you. Move forward. It is very simple. We are literally making basic 1 + 1 is 2 into like algebra problems. And it's not that. It is not that. It's very simple. Like if I play soccer, I'm going to go and play soccer. Maybe I don't know how to play basketball. So I'm not going to go and play soccer with basketball people on a basketball court with a basketball. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be a soccer player with no idea how to play basketball and try to play basketball with a soccer ball. You know what I'm saying? This is very basic. People making it so difficult, but I feel like they're doing that because it's popular. It's a popular conversation. And, now it's all these different things. It's soft life. It's hypergamy, all these things, all these titles. It's not necessary. If a nigga want to pay all your shit, great, go with him, boom, problem solved. If that's your expectation and this man can't do it, the conversation's over. And a man cannot be mad. A man cannot be mad. A man cannot be mad if that is a woman's expectations that he does not meet. You know why? Because, you don't got to date her. She don't got to date you. Y'all can end the conversation there. It's over. We're not a match. Great. There's a gazillion people here on this planet. If I don't match with you, I'll match with somebody else. Period. Hard stop. All right. Now, this was funny. That same gentleman at Dreadboy1990 said, the host gave all sorts of red flags. She has all the red flags and wonder why she is still single. Ciao. Thank you for that comment. I'm not single and I gave no red flags. I gave my opinion, sir. And thank you for your comment. So at Lauren 9659 said, I'm so happy for Jimmy. He dodged a huge bullet, and you can tell he was completely over her. Chelsea needs help, and honestly, I expected this from Clay. It was clear he wasn't ready for marriage. Then last episode, he was talking about why does the timeline matter, knowing damn well AD took the process seriously. Then he starts making excuses about he doesn't understand AD's finances and marriage is a business decision. Nah. First of all, marriage is not a business decision. Second, did you ask her about her finances? Blah, blah, blah. Great comment, Lauren9659. We are on the same page, boo. Make sure you have subscribed. I agree with you. I was so excited when Jimmy finally let that shit go. Honestly, I felt a little bit stressed. Like every time I saw Jimmy come on the screen talking about that, Chelsea was his dream girl, he was in love with her, I was getting mad. I was getting mad because you are lying. She is not your dream girl. You are lying. You're lying. You're not even attracted to her. Why are you lying, sir? You know what I'm saying? Now, here's the thing. Here's the tea. Here is the tea. Someone is saying that they're actually still kind of dating. Now, I don't believe that. I truly don't believe that. I really still believe that Jimmy wants to stay relevant. This is why he knew off gate. He knew off gate in that picture where he's hugging her and looking straight in the camera like, who the fuck is this? He knew that Chelsea was not the one, was not his type. He was not attracted to her, period, point blank. But he did what I always said that I would do if I was on this show. I would stay on this show up until the altar. Like, my whole goal would be to stay on this show until the very end as much as I could, because it's a very smart decision to see that shit through. So at the end of the day, I think if Jimmy and Chelsea are still dating, I think he's just doing it for the cameras. At Lauren9659, I also agree about Clay asking about the timeline. Sir, you knew the timeline when you got on the show. You knew that AD was not having it if you said no. Why are you acting like you are, you acting like you're not on the show, sir? Thank you at Lauren9659. I had a comment from at Mario Richards 1542, and he was commenting on my response about how to successfully manage finances in relationships. So in that episode, I was clearly explaining that in my opinion and in my experience, if I'm with a man who is paying 100% of my bills, 100% of the household bills, let me clarify that. If my man is paying 100% of the household bills, I truly believe that my money is just not to get my nails done and to get a pedicure and to get massages. I truly believe that my money is here to also work for the household and the family in a different way. So at Mario Richards 1542, she is only saying that they don't really mean it. Lies. Thank you for your comment. Make sure you subscribe. The next comment from at J, I guess J Greibel 709. A woman's money will always be her money. Listen to how she says it. My man, my money, I have. Don't be fooled. Sir, thank you for the comment. I'm not fooling nobody. It's what I truly believe, but thank you for that comment. Okay, so this next comment I thought was quite hilarious. At Lexima Winter Writer, she said, she's just not going to complete a thought. Black people wasting their time talking about other people's relationship or imaginary hypothetical situations. I thought that was funny. And I'm gonna tell you why I thought that was funny. In that particular clip, it was funny because I do have a knack for having so many thoughts that I gotta pause and regroup. So, I like it. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button, boo. Another funny one was from at Superstar Von Houston 1. She lying. She don't believe anything she's saying. Hilarious, sir. Thank you for that comment. I don't gotta lie. Shout out to at Skills MDA. She's smart. Thank you, boo. Thank you, girl. Lynn Lewis 227 said, anyway, is there really anyone waiting for her annoying voice? Seriously, y'all idolize devil worshippers and y'all know it. So this is in response to the Cardi B Like What review. She said that we are idolizing devil worshippers and her voice is annoying. Thank you, boo, for that comment. Okay. Now, for my boo, I don't know who you are, but at just another LPN said, love your set and commentary, new subby. Burr, 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 burr. Thank you, boo. That comment really made my day. Make sure that you hit that subscribe. I love you too. Now, this was a really weird comment to me. At Victoria9381, you're kidding, right? Learn more about dementia. You can have moments of clarity with dementia. This is gross. Not even going to watch anymore. Now, this was in response to the Where is Wendy Williams documentary review video that I did. Again, she said, you're kidding, right? Learn more about dementia. You can have moments of clarity with dementia. This is gross. Not even going to watch anymore. Okay, sweetheart. Like I said earlier, everything ain't for everybody. But at the end of the day, I was literally saying and hopeful. I understand that, you know, we only know what this documentary told us. We don't know all the details. We don't know the point of the documentary, just to be honest with you, or what her goal was in this documentary. And my point was, I truly want Wendy Williams, if her dream is to be back on TV, there seemed like there were times where she was actually sounding like her real self. And if you watch the entire documentary, at the end, even her sister said, okay, she's sounding better. She's off the drugs. She's off the alcohol. She sounds like her old self. I'm starting to hear the old Wendy. So because I'm a Wendy Williams fan, if they're hearing the old Wendy and there is even a slight chance that she could be, you know, healed or better to come on TV, who cares? Like if she has a chance to be healed, or maybe the dementia isn't what we thought it was, we don't know. We are watching a documentary with snippets edited just like you are. So at the end of the day, you do not have to watch my channel, boo. I was hopeful for Wendy Williams. Thank you for that comment, love. Okay, so for my final comment of this week's episode of my weekly comments, first of all, thank you all for commenting, watching the video, liking the videos, sharing the videos, and I love your comments. Even if you don't agree, I love to hear your thoughts, your opinions. I think it's so healthy. This last comment is from at Carolina. She quotes, "Oh, I cannot stand cats. They're so filthy. Unsubscribe." Carolina, I'm so sorry that you felt the need to unsubscribe from my channel because I do not like cats. There is a channel for you. I think if you go into that search button on YouTube and put cat lover, you'll find all the channels for you, sweetheart. We all are not going to love the same thing. And that's fine. That's why we're in America. It is freedom. Nobody is making you look at my channel. Nobody is making you subscribe to my channel. Nobody is making me like cats. So thank you for your commentary. Thank you for watching the video and giving me my watch hours, girl. I love you for that. Thank you for the comment that you took time to write. I love it. Listen, guys, this is the weekly What My Comments Said episode, y'all. We're going to have this every week, going over the videos and the comments, y'all. I'm so excited. It's been a long week. I've put out a lot of content. I'm so grateful for each and every comment. Make sure you are subscribed and sharing the content. And I love the comments. Say it again, Melanie. Love the contents. I will see you guys on the next episode of the That's Scary with Melanie P